The story is told of a night long ago when the stars began to fall from the sky. The villagers, surprised by the stars streaking across the sky, panicked and assumed the world was coming to an end. They ran to and fro crying, "The sky is falling, the sky is falling, the world is ending." Until one of them remembered the wise ones who lived just outside the village. Frantically, they ran to the elder couple in search of an answer. "Look," they shouted, the stars are falling into the earth. What will happen to us?" The wise ones, who had been observing the changing sky for some time, paused a few moments and asked the villagers to gaze upon the sky once more. "Look at the sky," they whispered. "Look at the stars that are falling. But now pause a moment and look again. Look this time at the stars that are not falling, but remain in the heavens." If you look at the papers and watch the news on television and hear stories from others, one might think that the sky is falling. Rather than counting our problems, we might reflect on good things that are happening. I did some research about what are good things happening, because we can listen to our politicians tell me, "Are you better off than when I began?" We know the answer to that. We complain that we are too busy, but we have more free time than ever, more than 5 hours per day, according to time surveys, a gain of nearly an hour since 1965. If you feel too busy, it's probably only because you are doing too many other things than work. We hear of terrorist attacks and wars, but many of the world's 6.7 billion people now live in peace. Over the past century, even counting world wars, a person's chance from dying from war or violent civil strife is less than 2%. The scourge of war is now comparable to the statistics of the risk of driving your car. While some people are losing their homes, more than 2/3 of Americans own their own home. In 1950, the typical home had one floor with 1,000 square feet, 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. Today, a new house has 2 floors, 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths, and more than 2,000 square feet of space for the family. We think of starvation around the world, but the truth is that the typical person in a poor country consumes 2,700 calories daily, while incomes have risen. Since 1950, the inflation-adjusted price for food has declined by 75%. Food is so plentiful that in many countries, the old concerns about hunger have been replaced by worries about obesity. While we strive for open space in towns across the country, we find that America has gained 70 million acres of wilderness, which is more than all the land currently being occupied by cities and suburbs. While life changes rain down upon us like stars falling in the sky, we can focus on what is faithful and everlasting, as well as what is rapidly changing and uncertain. Knowing that God embraces both change and stability, we need to see change in a healthy and wise way with the gift of vision that embraces God's incarnate presence. Engaging in apocalyptic thinking is tempting, but we are called to see all things with the eyes of faith.